let a little bit of this play on this beautiful morning. It stings. It stings. Da-da. Little Kamasi, Washington. Morning. Good people. Dang. Little jazz, man. I love Kamasi, saxophone player. None of that Kenny G soft stuff, man. It's all, he give you that real, man. It's dirty jazz, man. How y'all feeling this morning? Dak Prescott outplayed Tom Brady. I'm not a moral victory guy. I'm not. Just be honest with you. You lose the game, you lose the game. But this isn't college football. This isn't, your flag team. This isn't, the chances of a team going undefeated, let's be honest, are slim to none. What you got to look for is, can your team compete? And can your team then come back when the season is going to be in a balance later on in the year and be able to play championship and winning football? I thought that outside of special teams, the Cowboys are a playoff caliber team, and I thought that they played championship and winning football. Mistakes happen throughout the game. Let's talk about 4. Dak, I owe you an apology. Cowboys fans, I owe y'all an apology. I said I was consistent. Dak Prescott needed preseason. No, he doesn't. Dak Prescott needed live reps. No, he doesn't. This guy is incredible, man. To bounce back from the injury, he didn't look phased, man. Ran the ball, was in great shape, moved the offense. I don't think people understand how good a shape you got to be in to play quarterback. The drops consistently, you got to push away from that line. All that stuff really does matter. And I thought that Dak handled it exceptionally. Now, our weapons are really good, but it will be a difference between Dak and anybody else in there at quarterback. And I really, truthfully think that Dak Prescott last night outplayed Tom Brady. 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. I hear a lot of people saying we threw the ball too much. You got to understand this. I think that Zeke is going to have a great year. You're not running the ball against Tampa, dog. I think they allowed like 3 yards a carry last year. You're not running. And 600 pounds of beef in that line. Vita Vea, which you saw, they put his big butt at fullback. Dominican Sue, Shaq Barrett, Levante David, Devin White. That's an amazing defense. A fast-flowing, especially front 7, dog. You're not running the ball against them. So, as an offense, what do you have to do? You have to attack the edges. I thought that Kellen Moore called a great game. I'm normally critical of Kellen Moore. I thought that he called a great game. He lost this game because of special teams. It's just simple. And if it continues to be that trend, if games are close, because the NFL games are going to be close, you need to make a change. I just think that when you have a quarterback that's going to play at this level and the receivers are locked in like they're locked in, hopefully Michael Gallup is fine. I think that Gallup is going to be fine. Hopefully he's fine. You're going to have a chance in every game, and you're going to win a lot of games. You're going to lose some, because I think the defense is closer. Like, yesterday, what I saw out of the defense was they're going to make turnovers and create turnovers all year. And I do think that you have a lockdown corner who will probably get beat at times, Trevon Diggs. But this is my argument that I had versus using, really wanting to use Nashawn Wright early, because let him get his lumps out the way. And by the end of the year, he'll be playing good football. Because a corner has to have that battle mentality in him. If he doesn't, and he's no good. I just don't think, I think that Anthony Brown's limited. I think that he is who he is. He's a good option. In relief duty, a good call up, change of pace pitcher, or if you want to put him in a slide at times. Or I like Anthony Brown inside because he'll tackle and he's a smart player. He's just limited, and he's just not as skilled as guys that are going to be on the edge, particularly guys like Antonio Brown. I would rather have I would rather have Nashawn Wright in a cover 3 look and just bail on Antonio Brown and let him get everything underneath and then play defense versus having Anthony Brown in press. It's not going to work. And so that was where I think Dallas made a mistake and misevaluated their team. I hear people calling for Canada. I like Canada on the inside as well. I don't know if he's ready for the outside. You can give it a shot, but that's just me. Let these rookies play, man. You put, Joe Rod, and we're going to go live tonight. Joe made a really good and astute, he made a really good point, man. And an astute point is like, you used a second and a third round pick on these DBs. This continues to get south with Anthony Brown, man. And you got a big game and you're going to get some good receivers against the Chargers, man. Use those guys that you brought in. Use them, man. Use them. But this is about Dak right now, man. I want to give him his just due. And his just due is, man, he outplayed Tom Brady. He was sharp. A few throws early on, I would say, were like kind of, okay, Dak, you're all right. And then he just comes right back. Oh, I'm good, y'all. You don't need to worry about that. Like, Dak really showed me all I needed to know for this season. Health, and I'm going to say this offensive line, no Zach Martin, no problem. Like, and that was my whole thing about the Connor Williams-McGovern thing. I just think that Connor McGovern is a better player than Connor Williams. I think that he needs to be off the field now. Williams does. I think that McGovern needs to be in his position now because he showed that he can hold up, and it's very exciting. Defensive side of the ball, man, I'm going to go back and rewatch and see what I can see, but I thought Trevon Diggs showed you why he was in consideration for the Cowboys' first-round pick last year. Diggs is really good, y'all. Like, just because we see him losing to CeeDee Lamb at times, and I'm going to get to CeeDee Lamb again, I think that Diggs is really good, man. I think he's feisty. He's going to be in position to make plays. He had an interception last night. I think he's going to get a lot more interceptions this year. He'll get beat at times, but I think he's going to have some of that Marcus Peters with him, where it's like he gets beat, he makes a play. And that's okay. If you're going to give me 8 picks, you can give us some touchdowns. That's okay because turnovers are so key. I think that if there's something that I wanted to point out at the offense, not getting in that red area, that drive with Zeke, where he had to make that safety miss. But I saw a couple people, bashing Zeke on Twitter. I'm not mad at Zeke for not making that safety miss when the truth of the matter is Blake Jarwin gave no effort on the block. So it's team football. Like, the safety had a clear angle because Blake Jarwin gave no effort on the block, and that's why a lot of times I don't even want Blake Jarwin on the field. I like Dalton Schultz. They're not going to be, it's not that big of a difference, and I just think that Dalton Schultz is a better football player. I do. I'm charged up this morning because I know how good this team is going to be. I feel it. I know what I'm watching. I know what I see. I know what I'm looking at. The receivers, Gallup going out. I'm not going to say it killed us. I wish he could have stayed in because he's that good. Hopefully he's okay. It's a long season, it's a marathon, so I get it. Cedric Wilson, though, stepped up and did some nice things. Cedric Wilson has a good feel for the game of football. He just does. Knows how to get open. He's slippery. He's going to help us in some games as the season goes on. CeeDee Lamb, the drops, let's talk about it. CeeDee had some drops. Amari Cooper had drops early in his career, and the Raiders gave up on him. There's no way I'm even thinking about, beating up CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb made plays, dog. CeeDee Lamb was part of the reason why you were able to score 3 points on that last drive. CeeDee Lamb is really good, and he's going to be good. And the Bucs defense is really good, and they chewed him up all night. So, hey, the drop, CeeDee will pick it up. He'll, still a young player. He'll be fine. But it's no question about who's the number 1 receiver on this team, and that's Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper Amari Cooper going to have a phenomenal year. I think all of the receivers are going to have great years, to be honest with you. Like, all of them. And I think we're going to play good football. I think the defense showed enough that says, okay, by the end of the year, barring health, these guys are going to be ready to rock. So, but all that said, I'm going to just end the video with this, man. Dak Prescott outplayed Tom Brady. Dak Prescott outplayed Tom Brady. And so now you just got to get a win, which is it's special teams, man. You got to get a win. Got to get a win. Special teams is the third phase of football. That we had Tampa Bay on the ropes, guys. Like confused, took the ball away. Did some nice things with that. We go down 28-19, I believe it was. Old Dallas teams would have folded. It's not Mike McCarthy, guys. You can't go out and kick the ball for Greg Zuerlein. It's not. So, Greg's on the sideline smiling after I hate that kickers have that much control over the game. But I say all this to say I think the Dallas is fine. It's a long season. We have a lot to look forward to. This offense is going to be special. Peace.